Hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite Casanova. No, I'm just joking. And yeah, today I want to talk about something that I think is wrong in terms of like the way disabled people are like expected to basically just not have standards when it comes to any types of relationships, friendships, and romantic relationships. Like I gotta be honest, a lot of the times the standard sort of thinking is just like, oh, you should just be happy that you have any of those sorts of things, even if they're not good, even if a person is being um maybe neglected, it's one sided, or even abusive to that person. But people will just kind of say like, "Oh yeah, just be happy," or "You should be happy," or they'll act as if the person is, "Wow, you're so brave and strong," when it's just like, normalize accommodations, normalize being caring to one another in different ways. Now, relax, choice people and preference people. I know it's not for everyone, but at the same time, I think that, we live in a culture that is so obsessed with independence. And, usually independence means not having help from anyone or anything, when you know no matter how much especially white people want to act like it's possible to be completely independent from people. Of course it's not, bro. Of course we're social beings and we need different relationships, but as I said, that doesn't mean that we have to take a bruise or just downright mistreatment. Who said that? Why is it okay for that to happen when it's about us? Or why is it okay for us not to have our own preferences and to just take what we can get even if it's bad for us? Now, keep in mind, I didn't say like, what was that one girl? I need me a man in finance, 6'5", blue eyes. And yes, I know that's satire, but of course, we all know people that like unironically uh think like that. Um, and so yeah, I just I don't know, and it feeds into um a lot of self hatred, uh for disabled people themselves as well, because you know and I've definitely thought this way when I was, excuse me, up until recently, where it's kind of like, um, yeah, I have to pursue this even though this person is mistreating me, because it's the only opportunity I get. Now, as I've said before, we have to be honest. As disabled people and neurodivergent people, we will just not have the same amount of raw opportunities as even an average person. Let's be real about that. That shouldn't be considered an inkwell talking point. That's the truth. Everyone deep down knows that because of this ableist society we live in, right? But again, that doesn't mean you can't also like what you like everyone else, and stuff like that. Don't be superficial, of course. Like, make sure it's someone that will, you know, take care of you and stuff, treat you well, um, be loyal to you, and be consistent with you. Uh, and stuff like that. Even knowing that you won't have as many opportunities, you don't deserve that. For me personally, I have to be honest, I don't mean to brag, but I guess I'm gonna do it anyway. But like, I I think for my condition have kind of high standards. But the difference is that I have the stuff to back it up. Like, I'm well read, I'm intelligent, I'm I have a master's degree, so it's like, for me most of my preferences with looks, I'm not really too picky. Like, I don't know, because I'm white passing, usually only um white girls will show more than a passing interest in me. Uh but like, I would personally prefer a disabled woman like me in a wheelchair or that has a similar condition like cerebral palsy, because not everyone with cerebral palsy and stuff like that uses a wheelchair. Some can still walk. Um, that she be of color or like mixed race, whatever categories, but like me as well. Latina preferably, also because we share the same values, and that, she be able to hold an intelligent conversation. Now, notice that I didn't say educated, because those two things aren't necessarily always aligned. A lot of times they are, but I mean, people can self teach, they can be autodidactic if they want to be. So, yeah, that's personally what's important to me. And also, I work out as well in my chair. So, I'd like, obviously, man, it's a person with a disability, um, or neurodivergency, so I understand if they're not too concerned about that, but like, I I do like exercise, and I think my partner should be a reasonable amount of fit for whatever their condition is. Um Again, which, I'm understanding it depends on the condition. But those things are really my only preferences. Notice that I didn't say anything about able-bodied girls, because as I've said here before, I'm kind of done with able-bodied girls. So, uh yeah, but my whole point is that it's okay for disabled people to have standards and to be treated well, and not to be treated like absolute garbage, or try to be guilt tripped into things they don't want to do, which is also pretty common. Um and yeah, guys, just again, love yourselves and each other. If you're disabled and neurodivergent, don't listen to the society that tells you that, like, having any love from especially an able-bodied person that doesn't treat you right is good enough because you don't deserve that. I don't deserve that, and you don't deserve that as members of the community. Okay, bye.